Israeli army has been pushing further and further south within the Gaza Strip, and they're now centering their military offensive on the city of Khan Younis, which is the main city in the south of Gaza. And that's where Israeli military officials say they believe Hamas leaders to be now headquarters, having fled from the north of the Gaza Strip. So that area has been seeing intense airstrikes, tank fire, and a lot of military activity indeed. So, this is a place where people, citizens of Gaza, were told initially to flee further south at the beginning of Israel's offensive on Gaza. And you've had there people who've been displaced many times over, and so many of those are being pushed still further south, others still in the area living in fear. We're still hearing reports, of course, of civilian casualties as well, and the humanitarian conditions are becoming increasingly difficult. This is something we've heard time and time again, but from someone I've spoken to within Gaza, he's been sending me videos of people sheltering by the roadside, often just under plastic sheets and makeshift tents in very windy and cold weather at nights here. There's concern about food distribution. Of course, the UN has been warning of famine, about those people getting supplies, because my source is saying that as food trucks, if they do arrive, aid trucks into Gaza, they're immediately set upon and pillaged, and that food is not getting through necessarily to the people who need it. So, of course, this remains an extremely worrying time for the people of Gaza. And you've had a UN human rights official who went on a visit to the Gaza Strip on Friday, Ajit Sunjay, and he expressed concern about Palestinian detainees who'd been detained by the Israeli military, some of them telling him that they were held for weeks, that they were beaten and released wearing no clothes. Some of them only released, they said, wearing diapers. So that is another area of concern as this war goes on now for more than 100 days.